Hey everybody, Cal here, bringing you some more Duelyst content. So today we're going to be walking down the path of the continued evolution of the Value Songhai list. I have changed it up a little bit to make it better for Reva at the moment. Since we don't have as much utility with the Bloodborne spell of Kalios to move things behind opponents, and the fact that Katara, I believe is what it's called, is still a popular unit as an early drop for Reva. I noticed that it is the one that I cycle out of my hand the most. So I'm actually going to attempt replacing it with Tuskboars. Tuskboars have always been, at least in the past, really good. And they kind of fell out of favor, I feel, for a little bit. I've seen them maybe once or twice on ladder since my return, but they're nowhere near as prevalent as they were way back when, or even 2 expansions ago now. Also, I've removed the early Phoenix Fires due to the fact that we now have the Tuskboar Rush to help us keep control of the early game. And since we do have the Lantern Foxes, as well as Zoe spells and other spells that we steal from our opponent, I figured that gives us the chance to add in a 3rd Flame Wreath, as well as make room for our 3rd Tuskboar. This list is good. It's a lot of fun. It's really hard to, as long as you have a list that's cohesive, is that the word? It's really hard to, like, mess up a deck unless you just throw a bunch of random crap in it. And this one's great fun. I'm going to go ahead and queue into some matches, probably just 2 today. If it's really long, maybe even just 1, because I am continuing to work on this deck. But I just want to give you guys an update on what the deck is looking like at the moment. Well, I instantly got a match. Mirage Master 1. Now, I wonder if he's going to be playing City Skylines or not. Blue Conjurer is so important that I feel like I want to keep it in my hand, but so is Eternity Painter. Now, it's easy to just cycle out one Eternity Painter and hold on to the other one, but due to the fact that we don't have a 2-mana card, I think we might have to switch out one of these 2, and the Eternity Painter is probably the one that's going to go. There we go. I have the GLHF. Get rid of the Conjurer. Alright, cool. We got a pretty nice curve going on here now. I am curious if it's better to go Lantern Fox or if you want to go straight for the Mind Cage Oni. Oh, interesting. I've not seen this used yet. Spell into your action bar. Interesting. It's a Dying Wish, too. I think with that being shown, I'm tempted. We're going to have a pretty full hand, so we don't need to hold on to that. That is pretty good, though. This will allow us to not only deal with this 1/1 here. We want to deal with the 1/1 or damage the structure. I think we want to damage the structure, and we'll just place this behind us. Because now, as much as he's gonna want to kill stuff, if he doesn't kill the Tuskboard, it's just gonna come right back to our hand. Which is one of the things I think is very valuable about the card, is the fact that we do get to cast it over and over again for only 2 mana. And if we get any buff spells from any of our various ways of getting spells, we can make the Tuskboard much more valuable. Now, I have been definitely contemplating switching out the Flame Wreath for Battle Pados, but the fact that Flame Wreath does do 2 damage, and there's enough manipulation I feel on Songhai to still make it worth it, I'm not entirely convinced on switching them out just yet, so we'll see about that. (0-9). Now that is a problem. The fact that this only costs 4 mana, I feel, is actually kind of a bad, a very not misbalance. It doesn't feel correct for that only to be 4 mana. And I'm not just trying to say it as like a as like a shit stir. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel 100% that that card could be more mana. The fact that it just summons 3 dervishes and it's basically impossible to remove unless you're playing Magmar because you have natural selection and for Vanar. But that's the thing; it's mana costed in such a way that it's easy to remove for the factions that are already kind of frustrating to deal with. We do have Eternity Painter, but that's 6 mana, so it comes 2 turns afterwards, which again just adds to the frustration. But the point is not to argue about that; it's just to bring up a point that I feel that it's a little too good on the mana cost, especially the decks that run that 2 mana 2/3 that lowers the, maybe it's 3 mana 2/3. I think it's a 2 mana 2/3 though. The one that lowers the cost of your structures by 1 that are in your hand. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My cats are just playing right now, but they're playing all around me. What are you guys doing, huh? I'm just glad to see them having fun. Gonna kill Lantern Fox. As long as we can shut down the structures, we'll be good. Now, Eternity Painter is also a little weak against Vitruvian just because with the wishes, they're able to make buffed Paddos that we can't attack. Fireblaze Obelisk. Alright. So we are going to get our full value out of our minions, so sadly, we are losing our Scroll Bandit. Ooh. That's an interesting option there. One, two, three, four, five, six. Huh. We don't have a way to kill this even now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we would have to be able to cast this on the same turn, and we cannot. Now, one thing we can do is Jux these two. And then we're able to kill this one here. I'll play this up here just to force him to use spells to remove it. Also by positioning the Tri-Obelisk or Trinity Obelisk? Trigon Obelisk. Should have been just called like the Trigobelisk. I don't know. That just sounds like a stupid word. It does also make his Dervish spawns most likely unable to do much to us. Nimbus is kind of what I was hoping for, since this is our Eternity Painter turn. I was hoping to play Eternity Painter closer to the Trigon Obelisk, but this will do just fine. Well, here I will definitely go ahead and switch this out. And now, like I was saying, if he starts to buff the Paddo with wishes, it is going to be a bit of an issue. Granted, at least he can't third wish it, but he can give it +2/+2 and the inability to even take damage from me. In which case, we're relying on any other force to kill it. That's another reason why I want to keep the Flame Wraiths around, just because they do help us clear Paddos a lot easier. Any spells he casts, we're gonna get a hold of. Hopefully, he doesn't cast more than 2, just because that's lost value. But at the same time, it is 2 spells we didn't have before. Man, cats, calm down. I'm glad you're having fun, but geez, look how poofed you. Look how poofed you are. I wish I had a face cam right now. I would just pointed at you. My girl, completely fine. She's chill. Oh, man. She's like super chill right now. But my boy is so poofed. As your herald? Sure. So hopefully we're going to start running him low on... Oh, we are going to get a copy of that at least. Hopefully we're going to start running him low on resources here. I think no Flame Wreath. Oh boy. That's definitely something I want, just not right now. So we have some options. I want this to die because it has way better stats. But that leaves me without a way to kill this. Blue Conjurer here, I don't think I want to do. Oh, you know what actually we can do is, I'll just take the 3 damage here. In which case, Blue Conjurer might be alright. So we're going to play Blue Conjurer. And we're going to cast 2 spells. Yeah, I'm okay with that. So that just keeps our hand full. Now, granted, it does exactly fill up our hand, so we're not going to get any value from our Mindcade Joni at the moment. But our opponent hopefully won't realize that, but even if he does, you know, it's still a 4-2. It's fine. We do need to start digging as well for our 4 Winds and Magi's, because I want to start getting some health. We also need to start digging for our other Eternity Painters, since Vitruvian can drop so many things, such as Aymar Healer, and he's already shown that he's at least running, I would imagine, 2 Nimbuses, if not 3. It'd be nice to Paddo those as well. I'd imagine any turn he's going to play, the Grandmaster is going to be killing us anyways. Summon 3 copies, sure. Is he gonna burn the card? Yeah, he's gonna. Pretty sure. Oh, he didn't. Really? He didn't burn anything. Oh, yeah, because he. Oh, yeah, because he would have stayed at 3, and then that's right. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense to me. Now, luckily, those all die when they're attacked, right? Immediately vanish when attacked. Yeah. So that's not too big of a problem. This we'll go ahead and switch out because it's just not going to happen. Let me see here. Now we can kill this. And that's what we're going to do. Then I got to figure out what I'm going to do here. We'll throw you down. Well, this needs to be dealt with as well. We'll throw you down first. And we'll rotate another card out. That one is very good. Okay, so we can Phoenix. We can Mist Dragon it up here to kill this. I don't think that'll kill that. No, it won't. But this will let him kill it. Oh, they don't attack back. That's good to know. I didn't actually know how that card worked exactly. Perfect. We are low on health, but we're not necessarily out of the game, especially now. You probably want to use resources to kill that Flame Wreath. I mainly moved the Flame Wreath the way I did to do a bit of science, and by that I mean I wanted to see if the way those illusions were coded would make them disappear just from taking the damage from the Phoenix, or if they really needed to be attacked specifically. And it turns out they need to be attacked, which is fine. Now I've been thinking about going down to just oh, interesting. I feel like he moved his dervishes and then realized that he was just going to do that to the blue conjurer. So a little bit of inefficiency of the dervishes there. That's good. That's good for us at least. Two to me? Yeah, kill that. Interesting. He's just going to go face here, it looks like. No. He is clearing minions. Alright. Well, he can only get inner focus, so now we know he has that. And I'll get rid of Nocturne, the most useless card here for us. Interesting. I think I'm okay with doing this. I'm okay with taking this. Now we're looking a little rough on the HP. Not getting any 4-1's Magi has not been good for us. But that's why I'm playing the 6/6 there. I'm hoping that it will be able to demand a response, and if not, do some damage. He has inner focus, but I made sure not to leave anything on the board that would be able to be hit by inner focus, including a dervish. Granted, it only being a 2/2, it most likely would have died before it could be inner focused anyways. Now he can spawn a 2/2 dervish next to us and then inner focus it, which I kind of hadn't thought about. Structures do count for that. So if he's smart and he has buffs in his hand, he could potentially end the game now by inner focusing that 3/2 and then buffing it with wishes. But it doesn't seem like he has that ability at the exact moment. And alright, yeah, he's gonna kill that. If he doesn't kill that, I'm gonna kill that obelisk. So, and he returned it to hand. Oh, that's gonna kill our boar. Okay. I think the deck should go down to just one blue conjurer, because our hand is staying a little too full, and it's actually starting to be a problem. If anything, as crazy as it is, the main issue right now is that we actually have too much value in the deck. We're not really getting a lot of good ways to use our Phoenix. Activate your minions with ranged. Not the most useful thing right now. Here, we'll just dump our hand a little bit. He still has 5 cards in hand. So as much as I want to run him out of resources, it's not quite working, because he has been able to continuously steal things from us. Not continuously, I should say. He only can enter fire. What exactly has been keeping his hand so full? Is he still just riding on those Arcadus minions he got from Blue Conjurer? That could be what's going on. Fireblaze Obelisk, sure. He's putting them all the way over there. I guess because he just wants the buffs at this point, but that's not too bad. If he casts any spells... There's not really many Vitruvian spells that would let us kill these all the way over here, other than, like, Blood of Air. And we're only going to get 1 Phoenix Fire out of this Lantern Fox. He has no way to kill this Phoenix that I can think of off the top of my head. Because the dervishes that just came out of the shifting sand won't be able to do anything. What's he doing there? Alamancer, sure. Is he gonna allow us to backstab something? Raj's Curse. He is gonna kill the Phoenix. Okay. And we got a copy of Raj's Curse. That's very good. Actually surprised he didn't go face. Because me backed in a corner like this, Raj's Curse is actually potentially very game-ending a Paddo. There we go. Thank you. You shoot this. Now, that's not necessarily amazing due to the fact that we still have to deal with, we still have to deal with, yeah. I just want him to have as little as possible on the field. We still have to deal with the fact that he can buff these Paddos, potentially. And we only have 8 health. Again, we still aren't finding any of our Four Winds Magi. And we have almost half of our deck drawn out. Alright, looks like he might have a buff here. If he's pardon me, if he's coming towards me. Or he's just gonna kill the scroll thief again. Scroll Thief is a very high value card. Potentially with the juxtaposition here, we can get some great value. Alright. Sure. That is going to be some hard value to deal with. Except for we now have a... Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. We get to take the middle of the field for ourselves. That is really good. That is really good. However, we can't Phoenix the same turn, which is unfortunate. Four Winds Magi, fantastic. Those all have 4 health. Or 4 attack, I mean. So I think here we're gonna Jux. Now we can kill one of these more easily. I think here I'm just going to go for this. Because now it's mine. So now that's my shifting sand. And he gets more Paddos. Now we can kill that Mind Cage Oni now with a 3-2 at the bottom. It's a bit of bad positioning on my part, but there was so many things I was doing that turn I hadn't fully thought about it. But I can just summon another one out of my hand next turn. Block the sands? Sure. Fine with that. I'm gonna start working on just getting lost health back at this point. I'm gonna hold on the Phoenixes, so we need to break the Paddo line. Or the Flame Wreath. I don't know why I always call it... Flame Wreath Phoenix must be something. Maybe it's a Magic the Gathering card? So I keep thinking about that card, or I keep wanting to call this Flame Wreath Phoenix. And I don't think its original reveal was called that. I think that's a magic card. That could be wrong. Okay, cool. I think Zoe gets switched out this time. Go for a Magi. You know what? I'm gonna go double Magi, to be honest. Start pecking away at that. We kind of have like a monkey cat lady artillery wall going on now. And since we're all against the wall, he can't hit us with Star's Fury. With 2 Magi's as well, any spell we can find is going to be amazing. If he leaves that 3-2 there, I'm going to backstab it with the Scroll Thief. That's fantastic. Whoa! Nice. He's going to buff something. +2/+2, sure. I'm going to go ahead and just play another Eternity Painter near that to get rid of that buff, essentially. Okay, cool. But first we're going to look for any way to move the Phoenix around. Not the Flame Wreath. Not another one. That does not work. That's also not the best. So let's just play this here. We'll start shooting his guys. Perfect. So once again, that second wish has now become nullified. We just need a juxtaposition or a Mist Dragon Seal. Either one of those and we can kill that middle ground. But he's making it very hard to do so. And I think with the way... Oh, okay. That's very annoying. And they spawned in the best positions possible, too. Wow. Granted, there weren't too many available positions, but that's still crazy. The best thing, though, is the fact that these are going to go away as soon as they're attacked. Well, there's an inner fire, or inner focus. Fantastic. Start getting rid of some of these freaking Paddos, man. There are so many Paddos. They need to go away. He didn't attack anything. Good. So, what we need to do here is find a place where we can summon this phoenix. And then move it to kill everything. So I think the plan would be... this hits here. This moves to the side. Doesn't quite work, does it? We need to make room still. This attacks up here, thus giving me a Phoenix Fire to cast. I can then kill this. It's going to kill our minion, but that's fine. What we wanted this whole time was a place to summon the Phoenix. So we play the Phoenix, we interfire the Phoenix, we move the Phoenix. There we go. If that Lantern Fox takes damage, and he can't kill the Magi's, he dies. Yeah, he's lost. I'm gonna say well played. That's game over. There we go. Victory. And that's how the deck works. So I definitely think that we could cut down on a blue Conjurer. Just because we have so much junk in our hand, it's ridiculous. Other than that, I'm not sure. I would say, we got hiccups, that cutting out one of the Eternity Painters is possible. The only thing is, just because that makes the board so ridiculous, but that is such a low downside for how good it is. And so I think it's definitely worth keeping. And with that game being as crazy as it is, I'm going to go ahead and just keep it in. I'm just going to make that the whole video. So if you guys enjoyed, I will continue to update you with how the deck goes, as well as work on more decks in the future. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or at least in the next video, I should say. To just say tomorrow might be incorrect.